Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So on this video I'm going to show you how I got to retouch this photo from start to finish. So without wasting much time, let's just get to it. So once you have your raw image, once you drag it to Photoshop, like raw image from camera, once you drag it to Photoshop, it's going to open camera raw first of all. So you need to make some adjustments before taking it to Photoshop for further editing, just like skin retouching, eye whitening, and color grading. So you can choose not to use the camera raw, but on this video I'm going to show you how I got to use this camera raw also to process the image as well. So first of all, I'll get to this exposure. So I'll take the exposure up a bit to about 0.30. So once I'm done, and I'm just going to add a little bit of contrast, just it is okay. So from that, after that, I'm just going to take this highlight to minus, let me see, minus 55. So you can see the image is actually looking kind of dark again, even after I increase the exposure. So if I take it to this other angle, you can see how it's bright. So I'm just going to keep it at minus 52. So I'll come back to this exposure, I'll make it bright a bit, and I'll come to the shadow, I'll take it to plus, let me see, plus 30 or plus 36 is fine. So for the white, I'll also reduce the white a bit, then add black to it, and the clarity I'll just add a bit, then the texture I'll just leave it there. So once I'm done with this, I'm just going to close it. I'll come to this color mixer. So I don't really do much right here. So once I come to this color mixer, I'll click on the saturation and I'll just try and play with the saturation a bit. So I'll just add this to +2. For the yellow, if I take it this, you can see the effect. So I'll just add yellow a bit. And for the red, if I take it here, you can see how it is. So I'll just add red a bit to it. So once I'm done, let me just show you guys the before by just clicking Q on the keyboard. So it will just show the before and after. So you guys can see there is no much difference, but if you look closely, you are going to see difference between the before and after. So once I'm done, I'll just hit on open. So once you click on open, it's going to take me to Photoshop. So on Photoshop, I'm going to retouch the image and also whiten the eye and the teeth and do the final color grading. So we'll just watch this. I'm just going to duplicate this and I'll use my action to do that, to do the frequency separation. So if you're interested in getting this action, there's a link on the description box. So it will take you to where you can get the action. So after duplicating this layer right here, I'll click on the frequency separation 8 bits. So I'll just click on it. So to pick this radius, I'll take it to 0.1. Then I'll just sample any part on the skin or the model, so you can see there is more texture here. So I'll take it to when I can't really find the texture. So 6.8. 6.8 I'm using on this video doesn't mean this is the standard number to be using. It depends on how your image is sharp and how your image is. So once you just take it to 0.1, you sample any part on the face of the model. So you just take this adjustment here when you can't really find that texture. So after this, I'll hit OK. After hitting OK, you let it process. So once it's done, you can see there is a low frequency, which is the skin color. So if I'm brushing with the mixer brush, I'll be using this low frequency layer right here. And if I'm taking off the blemishes, I'll be using the high frequency layer as well. So I'm just going to come to the mixer brush right here because I'll start with the low frequency layer, which is the brushing aspect. So once I pick my mixer brush, I'll come right here, I'll change this to a clean brush. So for the weight, I'll use 30, the low 25, and mix 30 and flow 25 as well. So what I'll do here, I'll just zoom this a bit. I'll just take it to the face area and I'll just start brushing this image just like this. So just watch the way I'm turning the brush, because this will really help as well. So just turning the brush like this to smoothen the skin of this model right here. I'm just going to brush it like this, and you guys can see I'm still trying to maintain the details, which is the highlight and the shadows on this image. So I'm just still trying to maintain the texture as well. I don't want to get rid of the texture on this image. I'll just brush it like this. So for this nose area, I'll just make it a bit. So a quick one, let me show you the before so you guys can see. This is the before and this is the after. You guys can see the effect is being added. So I'm just trying to smoothen it. And at the same time, while smoothing your own, you should pay attention to the details on the image. Just like this, I'll just brush it gently. And I don't want this tutorial to be really long, so that's why I'm rushing. So once you're doing yours or once you're practicing, you just take your time to do this. So I'll just brush it like this. I'll come to this nose area, I'll just brush it a bit. You can see earlier you saw black spots on this image. I don't really want to take that off the image. So just like this, see the before and this is the after. But in case I want to pick up blemishes, let me just show you. So I'll come to the high frequency layer, then I'll pick on the clump stamp. Make sure you reduce the clump stamp to fit the blemishes. For example, if I'm taking this one off right here, so I reduce the clump stamp. And also I like keeping my opacity either 95 or 98. So I don't really want the full effect of it, so I'm just little bit. So once I reduce the chrome stamp like this, I'll just sample on the place there is no blemishes or there is no dot, which is here. So I'll just click and hold my Alt key on the keyboard, then I'll click on where there is no blemishes. I'll let go of the Alt, then I'll now replace it just like that. It's quite simple and easy too. So I'll just pick some of the small blemishes right here, just like this. So I'll just pick it. I didn't really want to take off this black dot, but let me just show you how to pick up blemishes. And also after picking it, it's kind of looking really amazing. So that's why I'm picking it off. So I'll just take it off like this. So once I'm done there, I'll come to this other side, then I'll pick it off. Just a bit of it is fine. And make sure once you're picking this off, if you take it wrongly, you might end up leaving scar on the image. So you need to pay attention. And also, if you have been watching my video, I made mention of once you're done picking up blemishes, come back to the low frequency layer and pick on the mixer brush. For this face area, I'm already done with the brushing, but after picking up blemishes, I need to still come and brush again, just like this. Why I actually do that? After picking up the blemishes, I don't want any, should I say, I don't really know the right word to use, but after picking up blemishes, there might be some correction I need to do. So I'll just pick on the mixer brush and brush it off, just like that. So once I'm done with that area, I'll come to the hand area and I'll just brush on it. So for this other side, I don't really need to brush much, just a bit of it is fine. I'm just going to brush just like this. So you can see how I'm using the brush to do that. So I'll just brush like this. So for this neck area, I'll just reduce the brush size as well. Then just a little bit of brushing in this area is fine. So I'll just brush it just like this. So once you're doing yours, you need to pay close attention and be very careful while brushing your image. So I'll brush it like this. Just take it easy. And also I don't really want to do much on this other area. So you can see the blending over there, how it's looking. So I'll just come here, I'll correct this spot right here with just the mixer brush. This neck area, this other area doesn't have much texture, that is why that went off easily with just the mixer brush. So I'll just retouch like this. I'll come to this and then just a little bit of it is fine. Then I'll just brush this. So as I said earlier, once you're doing this, you need to pay close attention when retouching the image or any of your image. So let me show you a quick one, the before and after. So this is the before and this is the after. The before and after. So I'm actually done brushing this image right now. So what I'm going to do right next is whitening the eye, although the eye is not really looking obvious or yellowish. But what I'll do right here is just to pick on the lasso tool. So I'll just right click this, I'll pick on this lasso tool right here and make sure the fader is at 3, and I'll now select the white area on the eye, the both sides. I'll just make that selection just like that. Then I'll come to this teeth as well. And I'll just select it. So the next thing to do, I'll just come to this black and white. I'll just click on it. So you guys can see it's looking clean. So if you think the opacity is too much, you can just reduce it here. So I'll reduce it to 65. Then I'll click on the brightness. So I'll come right down here in between these two layers right here, which is the black and white and the brightness. So I'll come in between of it. I'll just leave the cursor right here and click on the Alt key. This will show. I'll just click on it to merge the two layers together. So I'll just come and add a little brightness to it. So you guys can see, let me group and show you. The eye is looking white and also bright as well. So you guys can see the before. This is the before and this is the after. So once I'm done with that, the next thing I'm to do is just to add some colors, which is the color grading. And once I'm done, the image is good to go. So first of all, I'll come and click on the selective color. So I'll play around with the reds just like this. Then I'll add a little bit of magenta and yellow. I'll add yellow to it, but just a bit too, it's fine. So for the contrast, I think I'll leave it at 2 as well, +2. So I'll come to the yellows. So I'll take this area. I think I'll leave it here because I want that. So for this, I'll just add a little bit of magenta, then yellows a bit, and also I'll just leave it at +2 as well. So for the color balance, if I take this to this other area, it's adding more reds to it. If I take it, you can see how it's looking. So I'll just leave it at -4, and I don't want magenta. I'll just add red to 1, the green to 1. Then for the last option here, I'll just add yellows to -1. So you guys can see, if I take it to this other area, it's minus. If I take it to this other side, it's plus. So if I'm adding yellows, I'll take it to this minus area. So that is how it works. So the next, I'm going to come to the level. Then I'll add this level to 3 or 2. And I'll just brighten it a bit. And also, I'll come to the curves. So I'll make it brighter. So I'll add contrast also to it after brightening it. So the next thing I'm to do is also I'll come back to this selective color. I'll come to the black, then I'll also add the black a little bit just to dim this background right here, so you guys can see how it's looking. If I want to add greens to it, I'll just take it to this side. Just a bit of it is fine. So after doing this is the few adjustment I did, so I'm just going to group it. Then I'll name this other one down there, which I use in whitening the eye. I'll just type eyes. So for the color grading, I'll just name this color grade or color grading, just like this. And let me show you a bit before and after of the color grading. This is the before and this is the after. This is the before and after. So you guys can see how the image is looking after everything. So and also let me show you a quick before and after of everything I did. So this is the before and this is the after. So this is the before and this is the after. So this is how I got to retouch and color grade, or should I say this is how I got to edit this image from start to finish in Photoshop. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope it's helpful. Please like and comment on this video, and also if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, because I'll be dropping more and lots of helping tutorial videos. And also I would like to hear your opinion and also to know what you're having difficulties doing in Photoshop, so I can just get to help. So make sure you drop a comment for me and try to like as well. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.